School buses aren't yellow by accident. This exact color was chosen because your eyes react to it faster than any other color on the road. Think about the last time you saw a school bus. Before you noticed the size, before you noticed the flashing lights, before you noticed the stop sign, you noticed the color, that blinding, impossible to ignore yellow. Not orange, not white, not red. So why are American school buses that exact shade of yellow? Why hasn't it changed in decades? And why does no other vehicle use it? The answer isn't branding, it's not tradition. It's science, psychology, and law, stacked together to save lives. School buses are one of the only vehicles in the United States whose color is regulated by safety standards, not aesthetics. That yellow you see? It has a specific name, a specific formula, and a specific reason for existing. It's not just yellow, it's school bus yellow. In the early 1900s, school buses didn't look like school buses at all. They were wooden wagons, trucks with benches, repurposed delivery vehicles, painted gray, green, red, or even white. There was no standard design, no standard color, no standard safety system. And that caused a massive problem. Drivers couldn't recognize school buses quickly. Kids were getting hit while crossing roads. Accidents kept happening, not because drivers were reckless, but because they didn't realize children were nearby. The bus didn't stand out. That needed to change. Safety experts realized something critical. Most accidents didn't happen because drivers ignored school buses. They happened because drivers didn't notice them in time. Especially early morning, late afternoon, foggy weather, rainy roads, tree-lined streets. Human vision struggles in low-contrast environments. So engineers and researchers asked a simple but powerful question. What color can the human eye detect the fastest and from the farthest distance? That question changed everything. Here's where the science comes in. Human vision is most sensitive to yellow. The human eye is most responsive to light in the yellow-green spectrum. That means yellow is noticed faster than red. Yellow is visible from farther away than white. Yellow stands out against trees, sky, asphalt, and buildings. At dawn and dusk, when most school bus routes happen, yellow remains visible longer than any other color. Red fades into shadows, white reflects glare, blue blends into the sky, yellow survives everything. Black text is most readable on yellow. Now look closer. School buses don't just use yellow, they use black lettering on yellow. Why? Because black on yellow creates the highest contrast readability at long distances. It allows route numbers, warning text school bus signage to be read faster, even in peripheral vision. That combination wasn't chosen by artists, it was chosen by safety data. Not just yellow, a very specific yellow. This part surprises most people. There are thousands of shades of yellow. But school buses use one exact tone, standardized after extensive testing. Too bright causes glare. Too dull blends into surroundings. Too orange loses contrast at sunset. Too green disappears near trees. So engineers locked in a very narrow range. That's why all American school buses look almost identical, even across different states and manufacturers. Yellow isn't just visible, it changes behavior. In psychology, yellow is associated with alertness, warnings, attention, caution. That's why traffic signs use yellow, hazard markings use yellow, warning tape is yellow, your brain has been trained since childhood, yellow equal to slow down. Pay attention. Something important is happening. So when drivers see a yellow school bus, they don't just see it, they instinctively prepare to stop, even before flashing lights activate. That reaction saves seconds, and seconds save lives. By the late 1930s, accident data became impossible to ignore. In 1939, transportation experts, engineers, and educators met to create the first national school bus standards. That conference changed everything. They standardized bus size, seat spacing, safety rules, and yes, color, yellow, became mandatory. From that moment forward, no other color was allowed. Repainting became required. New buses had to comply. This wasn't a suggestion. It became regulation. Design stopped being optional. The yellow color doesn't work alone. It's part of a layered safety system. Yellow body, early detection. Black text, instant readability. Flashing red lights, forced attention. Stop arm, legal stopping requirement. High seating, better child visibility. Reinforced structure, crash protection. Remove the yellow and the entire system weakens. That's why the color has never changed. With modern technology, you might expect change. LED lights, reflective strips, advanced materials. Yet the color stays the same. Why? Because newer technologies add to yellow, they don't replace it. Reflective tape works better on yellow. Lights are more noticeable on yellow. Cameras identify buses faster because they're yellow. Even AI-based traffic systems are trained to detect school bus yellow as a high-priority object. The color is now part of digital recognition systems. Changing it would break more than tradition. It would break infrastructure. You might wonder, if yellow is so effective, why don't all countries use it? They do, just differently. Many countries use yellow accents, use reflective yellow panels, use yellow signage. But the US standardized the entire vehicle. Why? Because American school buses stop traffic, load kids directly onto roads, operate in suburban and rural areas, travel longer distances. That required maximum visibility, not partial. So, the next time a yellow school bus passes you, remember, that color wasn't chosen to look friendly. It wasn't chosen to be cheerful. It wasn't chosen for branding. It was chosen because your eyes detect it fastest. Your brain reacts to it instinctively. Your laws enforce it strictly, and children survive because of it. That yellow is not paint. It's applied safety research, frozen into design. One object, one color. One of the smartest decisions ever made on the road.